After more than a decade following us each weeknight at 10:35, Stephen Colbert and The Late Show are no more. Signing off for the final time last night, Brian Abel joins us live with the highlights and the last laughs of The Late Show. Brian, good evening to you.
Good evening to you as well, Rolly. Yeah, there were quite a few laughs, and this isn't just the end of the chapter for Colbert, who's hosted The Late Show for the last 11 years. It's end of a mainstay in many people's lives as the flagship, CBS's flagship late night show for the last 33 years is no more.
Lights out for the iconic Late Show at the Ed Sullivan Theater in New York, with Stephen Colbert, the show's second host after David Letterman, delivering his last monologue.
Tonight is our final broadcast from the Ed Sullivan Theater, where, we were lucky enough to be here for the last 11 years.
Before the final taping, fans lining up outside.
Every night we would watch this show together, and it's the closest I've been to my mother in years. I think he's really loved and enjoyed this particular theater. He's kind of made it home, and it's just really sad that it has to end.
At the start, celebrities playfully interrupting to jockey for the final guest spot.
I wrote a poem.
It's not you either, Tim.
You know what? You got what you deserve.
That bit a nod to the show's cancellation, CBS saying it was purely a financial decision. But many call the timing suspect, as CBS owner Paramount was then looking for approval from the Trump administration for a merger with Skydance, and Trump is no fan of Colbert. In the end, the final show avoiding mentioning Trump, instead...
Well, who's going to be my last guest now?
Hey, Steve, what about me?
Creating a full circle moment. The popularity of Sir Paul McCartney's Beatles exploding after their appearance on the very same stage in 1964. McCartney, the show's last guest, singing Hello Goodbye. Then doing the honors of closing up shop.
Colbert has some pretty decent backing vocals there too. Now, a lot of people have been asking him what his plans are for what's next. He has told a lot of people in interviews that he's just focusing on ending this show and he's not really thinking about what's next. He did joke about it a little bit last night. He said, and I'm quoting, "A lot of people have been asking me what I plan to do after tonight, and the answer is drugs." In all seriousness, though, he is set to write a new Lord of the Rings movie with his son. He is a well-known fanatic of the Lord of the Rings and its author, J.R.R. Tolkien. Rolly.
All right. So he will have his time all allotted there at that time slot. As for the time slot itself, is there any idea of what CBS plans to put in that spot?
Yeah, so right now, with the Late Show being over, the show that comes after it will slide into that 11:35 time slot. That's Comics Unleashed. It's a low-cost, politics-free, half-hour comedy show that's not really like The Late Show in its format. It features comedians telling jokes and non-topical ones. The show was created and is hosted by Byron Allen, who is a comedian himself, but he's also now a media mogul. He is the owner of the Weather Channel and has a controlling stake in BuzzFeed.
All right, Brian, thank you very much. We'll be interested to see, certainly for a CBS affiliate, to see what ends up being the audience after we wrap up the news. Have a great night, sir.
Right.
And we now know Colbert went out on top with the finale last night. Ended up the most watched episode in 11 years. Overnight Nielsen ratings showing 6.7 million viewers.